Okay, so we are going to add shifts to our CAD data. So you need 3 columns. You need a shift date column, a date column, and a shift column. The shift date will be the actual date which we change the shifts, because as you know, even though the date changes from 1 to 2, okay, at midnight, we don't change the shifts then, right? So the shift date will use this formula. It'd be an if, so equals if, and then hit your tab key. You go to your hours, which you created, right? So if, and we got to do x2 because we're in a tab format. So if x2 is less than 7, that's your logical test, then the value will be, you can go back over here, the value will be h2 minus 1, okay, or just h2. Okay, and that's your test. Close your parentheses and hit enter. Okay, so that's your shift date. Now we need to save these all as values, so Control Shift down arrow, Control C to copy it, and then we're going to paste it as values right here. Okay, now the problem is this is concatenated, a concatenated date. So from this shift date we have to come up with just the date. So for that we use the round down function. So this equals round down. It's round. Okay, there we go. Round down, tab it, and then that would be I2, right? So I2, and we're going to make 0 as the number of spaces. So that should give us to midnight. So we hit enter. Now we have the date, and it's just going to be at midnight. We have to do the same thing though. We have to save it as a value. So it's Control Shift down arrow, Control C, and then paste them back as values. So if we go here, and if you look at this, you're going to find out, let's choose a format, that they're all going to start at midnight. So yeah, right here, or here. Okay, see, 0, 0. And that started in 2009. Okay, because it went back a day. But they're all 0, 0. So let's paint this back with this. Okay, now what we do is you have to create a calendar, a shift calendar. So in this sheet we've created this calendar with our units because we're going to use VLOOKUP. So this is the calendar with our units, and I've named this calendar shift, the whole array, because it's a lot easier to deal with if you name the array. So the array is shift. So we're going to come back here, we're going to use VLOOKUP, we're going to say equals VLOOKUP, tab it. Now the lookup value is going to be this value right here, so it's going to be J2, because we're going to fill this down. So then that's a comma. The table array is going to be shift, and guess what? There it is right there, and we're going to tab that, and then that's a comma. The end column index number will be 2 because that's our return value. We want the second value, okay? And then we're going to make this false because we don't want Bill Gates telling us what it is, guessing. We want an exact match. So then we hit enter, and we get NAs up here because we did not fill in the count of 2009, but look, all the units go down. And so you're on unit 1, 1, 2 midnight, you're still in unit 1, and unit 2, at 7 o'clock in the morning you change. It's toll free, and that's how you do it.